Hello everyone, welcome to the final day of my Jolly Delivery class to go. This week I have showed you 3 amazing cards that are also gift card holders, and today I have one more. And again, I'm going to say it, I absolutely love today's card. I'm telling you, these have been some of my absolute favorite cards, and I'll show you them all at the very end in case you missed any. Now, if you want to get this class to go for free, all you need to do is place an order in my online store. A minimum of $50, that is before any tax, shipping, and after any discounts from your Stampin' rewards that you may have. But a minimum of $50. There are additional levels at $100 and $150. Make sure to check out the video description or go back to day 1 where I talk about it in detail on how to get the class to go for free. If you want this class to go, you do have to place an order by October 15th to get the class to go for free. But we are using the adorable Jolly Delivery Bundle, which I cannot get enough of. I absolutely love it. So let's jump into the card for today. This is what we are making today. So cute. We're using that little kitty. So I tried to use as many of the stamps, as many of those little animals in here as I could. And I think I pulled in all 4 of them. But again, I want to remind you guys, if you don't want the badger or you're not a cat person, you can substitute these for any of the animals. You can throw in the dog, you can add the little bear. You can substitute these animals for any of the cards. So, but I wanted to give you a variety of what we're doing. So this is the adorable card we're making, and of course it's a gift card. So this one is a pop-up gift card. So when you open it up, you have this wonderful panel in here. The gift card just slides right in that little pocket there. So we are going to make this card. So let's go ahead and start with the actual gift card construction. So let's talk about our card base. So we just have a, this one I have a Smoky Slate card base. This is just your standard 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. The part that makes the gift card holder base is actually basic white, and this one is 10.5 by 5 1/4, and it is scored at 4, 5 1/4, and 6.5. Make sure to check the video description for all of the measurements. They're also listed on my blog. They are always correct in the video description and on my blog when they are typed out, so make sure to check those out when you are remaking this. All right, so you want to fold this up so it makes, like a little V. You just kind of want to zigzag it. This is going to fold up like this. Okay, so before we start adhering it down, we need to make the little pocket part that this will slide into, and we're going to use a punch to do that. So I'm going to use this, the same hexagon punch that we used in the first card, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball center. And let's see if we can get this. Now, what I'm doing here is I am just lining up these little corners in here, just like that. Now, if you don't have this punch, you can use any kind of square punch, circle punch, rectangle punch, whatever you want to do. I just love the look of this for little pockets or little tabs. So I'm going to punch this out just like that. And then I'm going to use the same punch because this is not going to be wide enough for our gift card. So I'm going to pull my gift card in. And I'm going to see really kind of how far I need to go. So I'm going to just kind of lay this down. My gift card's going to kind of be centered on here. And I'm just going to use my pencil, and we'll be able to erase this later. But I just want to make a little mark. I want to go maybe like a 1/4 inch past the gift card. And I'll hold this up and show you in just a minute. But I'm just making little marks. You can see that there's a little mark there, there's a little mark there, just about a 1/4 inch past where the gift card is. That way it gives it a little bit of wiggle room, but this is going to give us a little bit of a guide on where to continue to punch. So I'm going to pull my punch in, and again, this is where you want to use maybe like a square punch or something, but you can see I am only going to punch like a sliver of it. I'm lining up the edge of the punch here with where that mark was, and I'm just going to punch just that little tiny sliver. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Now you can throw this in your paper trimmer and cut a slit too. That would work too, but I love the kind of rounded edges and the continuity from this punch. Just like that. So we really just cut out just extra little slivers. All right, now if your marks are still there, if you don't punch them all the way, just go ahead and give them a little erase with your pencil. And before we start adhering this together, just make sure that this is big enough for your gift card, which it is. So when this is folded up like this, the gift card will slide right in like that. And it's perfect. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to glue this down. But before we glue it down, I do want to add just a little bit of stamping to the back here. This is a lot of white on the inside, and so I just want to make sure that we are adding some stamping to just give it a little bit of interest. Now, you don't have to do this. I mean, you can put like a family picture here. You can write a little note, whatever you want to do. But we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to take all those little envelope stamps, and I'm going to use basic gray ink. I'm going to grab some scratch paper here. Let's lay this flat. So this is going to be the top panel, and so we're really just going to stamp the top panel on the right side. And I'm just going to try to keep these envelopes as straight as possible, but I'm just going to keep lining them up, and they line up perfectly. They have these little, you know, like little notches, and they just keep lining up perfectly. And so that's just going to be for the top. Now, while we have the ink out, let's do the greeting, which I forgot to get out of the case. So let's do that. The greeting on the inside, which is, here it is. And I'll have to grab a block for that. Give me one sec. Grab a block, and we will stamp the bottom section this time. And just try to line it up nice and straight. Okay. All right, so that is the stamping part for the inside of the box. While we have our ink out, I'm going to set this aside. While we have our ink out, I'm going to bring out this arch. This is for the front, and I'm going to add the greeting. The greeting is really cute. It says, "From me to you, from here to there." So I think that's really cute. Now, these I think are meant to be like on little tags, but I'm going to just use it on the card. And they're two different greetings. So I'm going to start with the "from here to there." And I'm going to stamp that right along the bottom. And I like to start with the bottom greeting first, just so I make sure that I leave enough room for both of them. And then "from me to you," we'll just stamp directly on top. Just like that. So cute, right? So simple, so cute. All right, that's it for our stamping. So let's go ahead and put that aside. And we will go ahead and adhere this into our card now. So I'm going to start with the side that we have our envelope stamped on, and I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of that. Now let me open this up. As long as we're putting adhesive on here, I'm going to put on these middle panels where our gift card is going to go. I'm just going to put some on either side, just like this. So no adhesive where the gift card is actually going to be, just on the edges here. All right, let's kind of fold this up. If those sides go together, that's okay. We're going to fold this up, and we're going to line this up kind of right in the center. We're going to line up those fold lines right where the score line is. And I want to leave a little bit, way too close to the other edge. I left too much room. We're going to leave a little bit of a border on the left, or the left and the right, and then on the top. There we go. There we go. So left and right, you get a little bit of a border. All right, now we'll put adhesive on the bottom part, and then all you do is close your card. Just like that. And when you open it up, you have this lovely little pocket ready for your gift card. Just like that. All right, so that is the gift card holder part. That is the card construction. Now, before you glue it down, I didn't do this on the video, but I did do it on my card. I just added a little bit of color to each of those envelopes, and I just used the Stampin' blends. I used Smoky Slate, Pool Party, and Petal Pink. And I just added just some color to the background. Again, that's an optional step. If you don't want to do that, you can absolutely just leave it, the gray and white. That works as well too. All right, let's work on the front of our card. All right, I have a piece of DSP now. All week long, we've been using the, I think it's called From the North Pole, or North Pole Delivery DSP. But I have a different DSP here. Look at how gorgeous this is. I hate to glue down this side, but I really love this side, and I really want to use this cherry cobbler side. I will have this in the video description. The name of it is leaving me. It's like Traditions of Christmas or something. But we're going to use this DSP, and we are going to, this one is 5.5 by 3, I believe. And it's just going to go all the way across the card, and we're just going to leave a border on the top and the bottom, just kind of equal edge border on the top and the bottom. All right, let's start working on our little pieces here. All right, now I did already stamp and color the cat, but I do want to show you how I made him. So I colored him with Peach Pie Stampin' Blends, but I want to add a little bit more texture to him. So I'm going to take my light, Timid Tiger, my light Timid Tiger. Let me zoom in just a little bit so you can see. So I just colored him with light Peach Pie, and I added some dark Peach Pie just around his little like saddlebag there, and around his little headband and stuff. But I'm going to take the Timid Tiger, and I'm just going to add just a few stripes. Now I'd like to do the stripes after the Peach Pie has completely dried, because if you do it while it's still wet, the stripes are going to kind of start to bleed, and I really want the stripes to stay nice and kind of prominent. Like he's got some big stripes on him, and just a couple on his face. So just adding a few little stripes to him will just give him that extra little detail. So you have him all ready to go. Ready? Okay, let's pull this back out. Now for the little for his little backpack, little mail bag, saddle bag, however you want to call that, I just used pecan pie for that one. Okay, now this is another one where you're using the little die cuts from that North Pole Delivery DSP. Now you can see that my trucks are going in different directions. So depending on how your truck goes, you may need to assemble this a little bit differently. So, oops, let me zoom back out just a little bit more. I thought I had zoomed out enough. So this one, I am going to do my truck this way, and I'm going to have the cat kind of running after the truck instead of the truck going the opposite way. So we don't want the truck in front of the cat. I want the cat behind the truck because I don't want it to look like the truck is running the cat down. We don't want to make this like a like a murder scene for the cat. So we're just kind of making it like the cat is either running next to the truck, or maybe the cat is trying to catch up to the truck. However we want to do it. So actually I'm going to move that dimensional over just a little bit. I want my dimensionals to stay over to the right for this one, because the truck is going to be hanging off the edge here. Okay, and the little cat will just come right after it. And for this one, I'm going to pull out my mini dimensionals because he's a little thinner than the regular dimensionals. So thinner, I guess. And we'll just have him kind of running next to the truck. Okay, so cute, right? All right, let's get this onto our card base. We'll use regular dimensionals for that. Now you see all these envelopes and stuff packages that I have next to me. We're going to scatter those kind of all over the card. And I colored those in the exact same way that I colored the ones from Monday's video. So if you missed on how to color the little packages, make sure to check out Monday's video because we talked about that there. So let's put this onto our card. I'll move those little packages out of the way. Now I'm going to kind of put this on the orientation, whatever. I'm going to put this on the right side instead of the left side, just so that it looks like our card has lots of movement. And then we'll just fill in this area over here with some packages. All right, so I'm going to use 2 petal pink ones. I'm going to turn these over so I can add dimensionals. I'm going to use little letter, little box, another little box, whatever you want to do. Let's pull out the little mini dimensionals for these. We'll pull off the backings of these. If you have any extra little packages from other cards, if you want to stamp extra ones, you can. You can really just put as many of these little packages as you want on this card. Really your choice. All right, last one. And did I get that one off? No, I did not. Let's try to get that one off. All right. All right, let's start adhering these down to our little card base here. All right, so let's start with a petal pink one. I'm gonna put one going out this way. Put another little letter going this way. Actually, I want to move this petal pink one over here. We really just wanted to make it look like these little packages and gift boxes are just kind of flying out of the truck, or, you know, just real whimsical. All right, I think that's good. I like that. So fun. So you can really play around with the placement of them. I love that. I think that is so adorable. All right, let's finish up this card with some dots. The only color we haven't used this week are these green ones, these garden green ones. So those are what we're going to use. But again, if you place an order of $150 and you get a full package of these, you can really use whatever color you want on it. If your order is under 150, you'll get enough little dots to use for all 4 of your cards, and you'll probably have a few extras as well, so you can really choose which color you want as well. But all right, guys, that finishes up today's card. Look how adorable it is, so cute. And the little gift card holders on the side. Now I did add a few additional little popped up packages in here, so you can do that as well. If you have extra ones, those are just popped up with mini dimensionals. All right, let's take a look at all the cards we made this week. I told you guys it was going to be so hard to choose a favorite this week. So this was the card we made today, obviously. So this was card number 4. Yesterday we made this adorable card with that little badger. It has a little closure. This part opens up, this opens up, and you have that gift card pocket inside. Again, super cute. That was card number 3. Card number 2 was this super cute like Z-fold zigzag one that had the little pocket in here with the cute little polar bear and those super bright pinks and reds. And then the card we made on the first day, super cute. I love that little dog. He's wearing his little ombre knitted sweater. This opens up this way. You pull it out this way and you have a little pocket for your gift card here. All right, guys, I absolutely love these gift card holders. I hope you guys do too. If you have a favorite, let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. I'd love to know. If you want to get the class to go for free, make sure that you place that order in my online store by October 15th. Minimum of $50 gets you the class to go for free. There are additional benefits at $100 and $150. At $150, you're going to get a full package of the deer dots, which we used for our embellishments this week. So make sure that you check that out. All the details to get the class to go are in the video description. If you have not yet already, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you never miss a video. That really helps me out. And of course, you never miss a video. I'll have another class to go later this month, and I always have little videos sprinkled in and out. All right, guys, that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed this class to go. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.